welcome to my vlog. It is Saturday morning and I am just getting ready to go to the farmer's market. I already ice rolled my face. It felt really good. And I'm about to put on sunscreen. I haven't washed my face or anything yet today, but I do want to put on sunscreen since I am going to be out in the sun, or at least I hope it's going to be sunny out in New York right now. It looks sunny though, so I should be okay. And I'm going to the farmer's market. It's the one in Union Square. Probably, I think the biggest one they have in the city. There might be bigger ones in Brooklyn or Queens. But they have it on Saturday mornings, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday mornings as well. But I absolutely love going on Saturday. So I'm hopefully going to go and get everything that I need for the week. I might have to go somewhere else afterwards, since they really only have stuff that's in season, and sometimes I have to eat stuff that isn't in season, like avocados they don't usually have at the farmer's market. But we'll see how much I can get there. So usually I'll go to the farmer's market first, and then in Union Square there's like a Trader Joe's and a Whole Foods right nearby, so depending on what I need I'll go to one of them. But we'll start there. I'm gonna take you with me along my weekend and then probably a few days into next week. So yeah, I'm excited. I just got back from the farmer's market and it was so cold this morning. It was also such a sad farmer's market. There was only a couple vendors, and I say a couple, there was like 10 maybe, and that is a lot. But at the Union Square farmer's market, it's usually like 20 to 30 vendors. It's always crazy, there's always a lot going on. But I think because it was so cold this morning, there really wasn't that many people, which I do really understand. They have to stand out there for like 4 or 5 hours, so when it's this cold it's just unbearable. But this was the first time this winter I had really wished that I had gloves on. I had a scarf and a hat and a big jacket, but I was really cold this morning. So I only got a couple of things at the farmer's market, and then I went to a grocery store to kind of supplement for the rest of the things I needed for this week. I am getting my period this week, and I wanted to get some foods that would support my period. I have made like a video about cycle syncing, and I really want to try to eat some of the foods that are suggested and see how I feel. I'm not sure how much of a difference it's gonna make, but I mean, why not? Let's give it a try. So today I want to show you some of the things that I got. I have like more groceries, but this is the fun stuff. So I read that collard greens and kale both have magnesium and calcium in them, which is good for when you're getting your period. Magnesium, they say when you eat a lot of it or take a lot of it, it'll help relieve cramps. So I got a ton of kale, lots of collard greens, and we're gonna see what happens there. I also got some carrots. This is one of the things that I got from the farmer's market, and carrots are supposed to have magnesium and vitamin A. Vitamin A is supposed to help your body process estrogen, and magnesium is again supposed to help like alleviate cramps. I also got, these I got from the grocery store. I also got kidney beans. I like getting dried beans and then boiling them. I'm gonna try to make these this weekend. And beans are supposed to be something that you eat during your period, because I don't even remember exactly what they said, but they're supposed to be good. And if they're not really that helpful, I never get red kidney beans, so it's just a good excuse to try something new. I also got this turnip. There's nothing that I read that is helpful for your period with turnips, but look how crazy this thing is. It's huge, really purple. I also got this one from the farmer's market from the same guy that I got the carrots from. So I'm excited about this. It should be good. I also wanted to show you 2 other things that I got. I got more Malden sea salt flakes. I put them into a jar, but I got a whole box for myself a couple months ago, and I literally couldn't even wait until it finished. I was like, all right, I have a tiny bit left, I have to get more. And I swear my roommate doesn't even use these. This has been like all me. I will sprinkle this shit on any meal that I make, whether it's sweet or savory, put it in my oatmeal, my green juice, and on top of any bowl that I make for dinner. 10 out of 10. Especially actually on hard-boiled eggs with this flaky sea salt. Oh my God, so good. So simple, so delicious. I also got this bone broth. I've tried other brands, but I've been wanting to try this one called Epic. I got 2 because I want to make chicken soup, because I got some chicken from the farmer's market, but I also just want to sip on it because this was one of the ones, I guess you could drink all of them, but this one looks really good. So I'm gonna give it a try this week. Okay, I just started doing my makeup and then I was thinking maybe we should chit chat. I'm doing it. I am getting ready to go to a Galentine's Day party, actually. It's like noon right now on a Saturday. I guess I should say Galentine's Day brunch. But I'm really excited. Really sweet. I met this girl whose party it is through a book club that I'm in, and we didn't know each other before, and we got to become friends through the book club. And then she texted me, was like, I'm having a Galentine's Day party, do you want to come? I was like, yes. So sweet, and I'm so excited. Honestly, it's gonna be so much fun and really cute. I invited some of my friends as well, so we'll be able to kind of meet more people. I feel like I always am looking to meet more people and just continue to, you know, expand the circle. So this is gonna be adorable. I think I'm gonna pick up some Prosecco along the way. She actually lives really close to me, which is always very exciting. But since it's so damn cold out, I usually would walk, but I literally might take the subway. It's like a 15-minute walk. It's really not far at all, but I actually might take the subway. We'll have to see how I'm feeling in the moment, but I'm worried because my hair isn't fully dry. I left it in the towel for too long after I took a shower. So if it's not fully dry, like I might literally turn into an icicle if I don't take the subway. Or I could just dry my hair. Whatever. I'll figure out what to do. But I ended up taking a really long shower this morning to kind of warm up after being outside for so long. And I also ate some breakfast, which was good. I know that this party is like a brunch, but I feel like I don't like waiting that long before eating breakfast just because I get so hungry that I can't do anything else. I'm too hungry to concentrate on these things. So I had some breakfast, but the brunch will also be really yummy. Save some room. And I'm going to put on some bronzer now. Bronzer, blush, and concealer. I don't know why I have like these mini samples right now. Actually, I think this is the full size of the Milk bronzer. For some reason, their full sizes are absolutely tiny. I will say that this has lasted me a really long time. So even though it's tiny, it does have a lot of pigment, for me at least. But I do like to rub it in a little bit first. Otherwise, it kind of like, when I blend with my beauty blender, if they're just still in dots, it doesn't really blend as well. So I'm just gonna blend a little bit out with my finger. I used to use like all powder products, as I feel like everyone used to. And now recently that I've been doing cream, it just is so much better for my face and my skin. I feel like my skin is pretty dry and dehydrated. So using products that kind of just absorb any moisture, don't know why, like that was never a good move for me. So these cream products are I've been really enjoying. I like to blend the blush and the bronzer before I put on the under eye concealer. In case you are looking for a little makeup tutorial in this video, this is how I usually do it. But yeah, the brunch is gonna be really fun. And then afterwards, depending on when it ends and how I'm feeling, hopefully I'll feel up to like running a couple errands, since she lives on like a street that has a bunch of stores around it. It would be really convenient if I could just get the motivation to do that. But we'll see if any of my friends are like, we should do something after, or if I'm like, it's too cold, I just won't simply do it. But I should, you know, today's the day. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I'm gonna finish getting ready and then we'll see how long it takes me to pick out an outfit. I should leave in like 20-ish minutes. And I don't have an outfit already in mind, so I need to start thinking. I'll check back in. I'm actually crying because it's so cold and windy right now. I don't want to smudge it because it's going to fuck up my makeup, but I ended up wearing something that I feel like I just didn't have time to think about. It was a new outfit, and when that happens, I end up hating the outfit in like an hour or two, so hopefully it ends up being okay. But I decided to walk instead of taking the subway, and I didn't have time to dry my hair, so let's just all say a prayer that this scarf keeps it protected. So I got home a couple of hours ago, and I've been making some chicken soup. It looks kind of weird right now because I put a bunch of cabbage in it and there's lemon, but I'm about to take the chicken out and shred it since it is a chicken thigh. Hate raw chicken. I mean, obviously it's not appealing, no one wants to eat it, but it is so nasty to me and gross that even like putting it in the soup a little bit ago, I was just like, this is the nastiest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. So hopefully it's cooked enough at this point that when I take it out to shred it, it's not gonna be fucking gross looking. If I can even find it. Okay, I found them and then I had to take them out and just shred them because it's honestly too much to look at. They were like bone-in chicken thighs, so they still looked gross to me. So I'm just gonna stir this around, and then the last step in this is just to put in some grated garlic and coconut milk, which I had never seen before, so I feel like it's gonna be delicious. I love coconut milk, and to obviously take out these big lemons. So we'll see what the final product looks like. Okay, I think she's done. She's looking beautiful. There's lots of chicken in here, rice. This looks so gross. Carrots, onions, celery, turmeric, ginger, garlic, all the good stuff, a little bit of coconut milk at the end. I feel like it's gonna be really good. I kind of overloaded this pot though, so definitely next time I would use a bigger one. But I feel like this is gonna be great. Oh, she's literally looking perfect. Okay, it's now the next morning. I just got up and ice rolled my face, put on sunscreen, brushed my teeth, and now I got dressed because I'm going to go on a little walk. It's a little bit gray out this morning, so ideally it'd be a little bit sunnier in New York, but that's okay. It's still gonna be nice. And then I'm gonna go to the gym, maybe do some stretching, some mobility work, something nice and easy on this really beautiful Sunday. Also, before I even take my hair tie off, I have to mention, I don't know if anyone else feels this way, but I hate when my hair ties are too loose on my wrist. There's just something about it that makes me feel so weird. It's like it's not doing its job, but I cannot stand having my hair tied on my wrist like this. I have to take it off. And usually I have one on my wrist all times, but I have two other ones too, and the one that I just put on is probably the tightest. Like, are you kidding me? I literally hate it. So I'm just gonna quickly take that off my wrist. I should really just get some more since they're probably like $2 for a pack of 10. No, probably like a pack of 50, but I just have not. Also, I got this little Nike t-shirt from the little boys section of a thrift store. So cute. It hits at like the length that I want it to. I don't even know if you can see, but it hits like right like at my waist where my leggings come up, and so cute. Dry fit. It is a little tight on the armpits, but whatever, who cares? It's nice. And yeah, so I think it'll be a nice morning. Since it's so cold in New York right now, whenever I go on a walk, I just like to think that I'm actually getting in a cryotherapy session, because no matter how many layers I wear, I still feel chilly or like a little bit of a breeze. Maybe I just need a better jacket, but that's just how we're mentally gonna get through it. It's just like a little wellness for free. And I'm walking. Another little project that I want to do this weekend, or I told myself I would do, was put up these paper lanterns that I got on Amazon. I got 5, and I thought that they were kind of expensive. I think I spent like $30 or $40 on them, but I'm realizing now that they were just a lot bigger than I realized. I definitely could have gotten smaller ones, but it's fine. They're pretty big and delicate. I literally like ripped one already, but that's fine. I'm gonna try to put them up hanging from my ceiling in this like little corner area. I don't know if you can see. And I feel like it'll just be a nice little moment. Eventually I want to get lights to put in them so that I'm able to control the lighting in here a little bit better, since the only light that I have is an overhead light, and that just isn't it sometimes, you know? So we'll see how this goes. That was literally so fast. That took me 2 seconds. I put up 3, and then I have this, I think this is literally fishing wire or something. I don't know. I found it on Amazon, but it was what I used with this disco ball. Like, you can kind of see it in the light. And then I also have these same little hooks that I'm going to use to hold them up.
These could probably hold like 50 pounds or something. I definitely don't need these. I could do a lighter one, but I don't have any. So this is what we're gonna work with.
I just finished putting these up, and why was that so easy and looks so nice? I ended up only using 2 because these are actually so big. It was gonna be way too crowded if it was 3. I might even take this poster down behind it because I feel like I don't really need it anymore. Let's see how that looks. Nice. Yes, this is definitely the move. So cute. Okay, so it's been a few hours since we last talked. I just spent way too much money buying bathing suits. I'm going to the beach in March, and I just feel like all the bathing suits that I have are so old, so like just cheap, and I've worn them for too many seasons. It's time to get new bathing suits, but I feel like I have to always buy 3 or 4 different sizes when it comes to bathing suits, since I never know how they're gonna fit, especially if I'm buying them from a new website. They're supposed to come this week actually, so I'm gonna be able to try them on and then return or adjust. Well, definitely return. I ordered way too many sizes, and adjust, and hopefully there's one, at least I'm hoping 1 or 2 in there that actually fit. It's always a fun gamble. But I think I'm gonna end the vlog here. I was planning on doing this whole week, but I was just looking through and thinking about all the footage that I got, and I actually already had a lot to say this weekend. So maybe I'll do longer next time, but for now I'm going to end the vlog here. So thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your week.